Yo, what's up, guys? Me and Brett here with your Week 2 recap. Week 3 preview. We got a new poll question. I think we got 12 votes last week. Hey, that's a career high here in this league.
Absolutely.
We still want 14. I can't pinpoint who the two isn't voting, but get on to them. We need some votes. But this week's poll question is targeted around trades. We had, I think, 3 total happen over the past week, but I'm just going with 2. There was a bum trade that it's not even
Yogi Ferrell for somebody Martin.
Yeah,
Between Josh and Santana.
Someone that it was just a bum trade. So we'll go with the 2 other trades. Who got the better end of the recent trades is the question. Brett over Rusty, Rusty over Brett, Austin over Dominic, Dominic over Austin. All trades were equal. What trades? I'm sure there's a few of you all that are like, what trades?
If you're choosing what trades, you need to get on it.
I bet there'll be some trolls, and the most one will be is what trades. I have a bunch.
How about we don't troll?
There's a bunch of trolls here.
How about we don't troll?
I thought Brett's and Rusty's trade actually was a pretty good trade. It did have 6 vetoes on it, which almost got vetoed. Everyone has their own different opinion. I'd love to see Brett's face right now behind me, but I can't. But I thought it was equal, and this is why. I think Favors will get his rebounds up. And I think that was the main point of the trade that I think maybe some were missing. Ariza's fine, and Jimmy Butler's fantastic. Sure, it's for Whiteside, who's probably going to average 15 and 15, maybe. But also getting Pat Bev, because the Saints aren't very good. He has been scoring the ball well this year, and his steals are always going to be good. But I thought all in all it was fair. Do I think someone got a better end of it? Sure. I think Brett edges it out for right now, but that's just basing it off of what Derek Favors is going to do. And if he picks up his rebounds, I think this could go Rusty's favor. I don't know how you feel about it, but obviously you ain't going to accept the trade or do a trade if you lost. So I'm assuming you thought you won, but I'd love to know why.
Well, I don't think anybody who vetoed the trade really knows what Derek Favors is or was to Utah, because here's a little lesson. Before Rudy Gobert got there, it was Derek Favors and Gordon Hayward. It wasn't Gobert and Hayward. So, I don't know. I mean, he's a stat stuffer. He was injured last year. Even whenever he came back from injury, he was not a waiver wire guy coming back off a half-year injury. So, I mean, take it or leave it, but he has had a slow start, so maybe that was hindering some of it. And Jimmy Butler's only averaging was like 13, 14 points, but he just had like a 7-assist game at 25 points, so I definitely think that'll grow because he is an all-star.
Well, I mean, he's more than an all-star. I mean, you know his numbers are going to be at least over 20 points a game, should be, and his assists, he's just going to get numbers. And I like Favors. I mean, these are all 3 people you traded for people I'd like to have. I mean, but I mean, you know, you got a top 3 center on your team, and Whiteside will at least top 5 for sure.
And everybody has different player values, especially whenever they're on your team. Everybody loves the players they have, and they also value them. So I was even a little skeptical. That's why I'm very surprised that there were 6 vetoes on it. I would love to know why.
Well, maybe they thought you were getting screwed, dog.
Maybe, because I was worried.
But I mean, the thing is Rusty got rid of someone that's missed all the games but 1.
6.
Yeah, which I think is, I mean, centers
out of 7.
Centers are known for having bad knees.
Yeah.
And he has a bone bruise, which doesn't mean anything major, but it's still something to be skeptical about, like you were talking about. I mean, it's something to, you were talking about it being skeptical coming into it. So, I mean, it's something you have to worry about. Because, I mean, if you give up 3 good caliber players, one being an all-star, and lose Whiteside for 3 months or for the year.
Yeah, and I don't think we've ever heard of a trade getting vetoed with Pat Bev included.
No, never with Pat Bev being included. So like I said, maybe they thought you were getting the bad end of the deal.
Maybe.
I mean, this poll might tell us, or they might be all trolls and go with what trade.
That's why I'm hoping. Let's all be serious, especially because, I mean, my team's losing right now, but y'all be paying me at the end of the year, so do what you got to do.
But this is the question I was talking to you upstairs that I didn't ask you. I wanted to ask you down here. If Favors goes to a non-rebound 20-point guy with 2 blocks, and Ariza goes back to a 3. Let's say Ariza hypothetically goes to a 3 steal, 2 threes a game, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists.
He won't do 17. He'll do about 12.
I'm hypothetically.
Okay.
I'm hypothetically.
I lost.
That's what I'm saying. Would you come back and look at this trade and be like, God.
Well, what are you expecting? Like Whiteside to average his 22 rebounds, 22 points, and a 3-pointer right now? If you think he's going to average that, look at last year's, look at the year before that.
I mean, he's going to have those games.
He averaged 14 last year, which is 14 is astronomical, especially because he shoots better free throw percentage than DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard. It's not much better. He's like a 65 or something. I'm not looking at it. It's in the 60s, which is bad, but it doesn't kill you quite like Andre Drummond, quite like DeAndre, quite like these other guys. So he is definitely top 3 easily. But I mean, if Jimmy Butler goes back to 20 points, he's gonna average over 5 assists. I mean, I'm giving up some high quality players, so I don't know.
I think all in all, like I said, you might have got the slight edge, but it could definitely turn in Rusty's favor very quickly.
Oh, if Derek Favors goes back to 2 years ago, and Trevor Ariza goes back to last year, last year, year before that, the same thing he's averaged for 3-4 years, then I mean, I very easily could have lost this trade.
Yeah, but I mean, the one thing you did gain in this trade was
double-doubles.
Yes.
That's one thing I was hoping, because I don't have Alex Lynn. I don't have that on my team. I don't have guaranteed dub-dubs.
Sure.
I thought Nurkic was. Nurkic is not so far, but it helps.
But let's move to the other trade here.
Let's go.
We got Austin with Dominic. That's the most active trade. I'm going to try to think of this at the top of my head.
Pau Gasol,
Kelly Oubre, and Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose,
It's going to Dominic's team from Austin.
Kyle Anderson,
For
Paul
Kyle
George,
Anderson, PG.
and Lou Will.
No, Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson, similar.
Yeah. I think Lou Will's a little better.
Yeah, I don't know. That's debatable.
All right. Well,
All right,
we'll settle that debate for next week's poll question. I think Dominic gains in the short run right now, depending if Derrick Rose can stay healthy until Christmas. Obviously, Isaiah is going to come back at Christmas. I think they ease Isaiah in, which still means I still think Derrick Rose is going to get minutes even when Isaiah takes over the starting spot. But in the short run for now, I think Dominic wins this trade. Right now, Paul George hasn't proven enough to me to do anything. I mean, he's definitely a high caliber player, but he's also playing with 2 other superstars, which are cutting into his stats. Well, a superstar and a star. I'm not going to call Carmelo a superstar. But Clarkson is a bench player that's not getting the most minutes. And then, who's the other one Austin's getting?
Kyle Anderson. He's playing
really good right now, but when Kawhi Leonard comes back, his minutes are going to go down.
It's going to be hard to see him play, especially because they do have Rudy Gay. He is starting over Rudy Gay, so we don't know what Rudy's minutes are going to be like. I doubt they would invest in somebody like that and play a young guy like Kyle Anderson over Rudy Gay.
I think they'll end up splitting minutes when Kawhi comes back, but Kawhi's going to get his 30-something minutes a game.
Yeah.
And Kyle Anderson's rebounds are going to go down. I think
everything will go down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Less minutes, everything goes down.
So maybe long run, Dominic might win this trade, but like I said, it's going to depend on Derrick Rose, how much they rest Pau Gasol, because I think Pau Gasol is a good ad, as long as they continue to play him.
I'm skeptical, but he's doing very good right now. He's just always been a guy to sit out every 3 games or something. Very likes to sit out a lot, but when he's in, he's pretty consistent. Absolutely.
And then Oubre, who's getting a crap ton of minutes. As Brett will tell you, he's a defensive superstar. His numbers have been bad, I think, the past 2 or 3 games, but I think they'll improve. And Brett will tell you he thinks he's going to compete with Markieff Morris's minutes for sure when he gets back from injury.
Yeah, the whole reason he's playing right now is because he is good defensively. I don't know what tier you'd put him in, but he is good. If you've watched Wizards games, they praise him for that, and that's the reason he's getting those minutes. Sometimes behind Otto Porter, sometimes starting at the 4. But who knows what they'll do whenever they get Markieff, Marcus, whichever one, Markieff, I think, whenever he comes back.
But I know I said I thought Dominic's trade helped him out for now, and then Brett, I thought for Rusty for now, depending on what happens. But in all honesty, I thought all trades were equal. I can't complain about them. I thought they were good trades. I mean, they featured good players, unlike the first trade of the year, which was lame. But congratulations for them 2 trading, because, I mean, I love seeing activity.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this will be a poll should be fun to look at the end of the week.
Please, less trolls than we're expecting.
It's going to be
please.
Let's go to week 2. I'm not going to talk much about it. I just have a few key numbers here in week 2. Matchup of the week, I beat Brandon 9-1.
Ouch, big turnaround.
We both were wrong about that from last week. It was a close matchup. And something I will touch on, last day on Sunday, he forgot to start Chris LeVert. He would have beat me in points if he started Chris LeVert. He scored
8-3-1 is still an ass whooping.
I mean, it is. It is. But, I mean, I'm not going to talk about injuries. I know I got jumped on last week in the iPhone group chat for not talking about injuries, but can't talk about something that they didn't play. So
I want to talk about mine.
Shut up. No one cares about
I want to talk about mine.
Well, join the iPhone group
All right.
chat.
I'll be in there tonight, boys.
Everyone's going to be crying about injuries. But the key stats I was looking at, I had 46 players play compared to Brandon's 43. But I only outplayed Brandon by 4 minutes at 1,277 to his 1,273. That's something I need to look at as an owner and be like, well, I played him by 3 players, but only beat him by 4 minutes. That shows my quality of players probably ain't as good as Brandon's, but I still won. So I'm happy about it, but I still need to look into that.
Yeah, the question is, did Brandon have a really good first week? Did he have a really bad second week? Or is he just a what did he finish in power rankings?
We'll get to those. I'm not.
Is he a middle tier team?
I think he's a top end player, type end team. He's without Bledsoe, but like I said, I ain't talking about injuries. Moving on to what I called the laying matchup last week. Rusty playing Santana. We both got this one wrong too last week. We both thought Rusty was going to win. Santana redeemed himself. I love his
there
name.
you go.
Redeemed himself this week.
Man, but Rusty made a huge trade, got better off of it, blew the other guy out. Rusty's an up-and-comer, baby.
You're right. And here's the key stats, just like the last time. Rusty had 37 games played compared to Santana's 39. Remember that all these numbers I tell you compared to each other. You'll see some high numbers compared to some teams. Rusty had 950 minutes compared to Santana's 1,195.
That's big.
Rusty, you gotta do something, dog. You didn't even hit over 1,000 minutes this week, and
Yeah.
there was a lot of matchups this week.
I think that is the lowest minute total.
Oh, it
So-
it is. Everyone else at least hit 4 digits.
That is something to be addressed.
The 37 game played could be due to injuries, but
But if you look at it, I mean, look at the minute difference of just what, 200?
yeah,
200 minute difference, and I mean, you lost by 14 threes is a lot, but you weren't behind in a lot of things like assists.
no, I mean a lot of
Assists
things,
was 7,
a lot of
steals
things
were
were close.
7.
So I mean, maybe this is a more of a wake up call to Santana because he had a whole lot more minutes, like you touched about, but he didn't really
Yeah, that didn't really
cream it.
didn't really come to fruition.
So this is something you should think about as an owner. Maybe try to get your team a little better. But moving on, had Sean play Victor in what I said would have been match for the week. If it wasn't for me and Brandon playing.
Definitely should, definitely coulda, shoulda.
I
No, not now.
Well, 4 here.
3 ties. That is
Yeah,
high.
I know, right? 3 ties. And listen to these numbers. Sean has 53 games played compared to Victor's 47. So that's already 6 more players than Victor had last week. Pay attention to these minutes.
Yeah.
1,503 for Sean compared to Victor's 1,287.
Wow.
So that's over a 200-minute difference. And they had 3 ties like you had already touched about. Only 21 assists, 4 defensive rebounds, 3s within 5. I don't think Victor seems bad.
No,
I mean,
that just shows Sean's pickup method
works.
is doing something right now. He's finding good pickups to fill those empty slots, and it's helping, especially finding those big minutes on pickups.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it last week how Sean's method worked last year, and it's continuing to work. He's here to win his matchups. He's here to get a good seed into the playoffs and make it easier for him to get to the championship.
Yeah, I was
game.
not in it last year. Like 2 years ago, I it didn't help much, but seeing from last year, he's tuned it. It's working now.
I mean, he's tied for first with his 16-4-4 record, so
Those minutes are ridiculous.
yeah, well, someone beats him this week, so get rid of that cheat sheet. Had another lame matchup, Cody playing Kyle. Left picking on Cody. Cody snuck one out 7-5-0. I think we both got this one right.
Yeah.
We got the last one wrong, by the way, too. We missed the first 3.
That was.
But we got one right. So we're okay at this.
Kyle, you're gonna have to get a win to make us choose you.
He doesn't even have a tie yet, which I find
Hey.
fantastic.
Yeah,
He's not
absolutely.
tying people.
He's got Russell Westbrook. So
Yeah. So I mean,
he ain't gonna have many.
but here's the numbers on their matchup: 40 game plays to 37. Cody had 1,039 minutes compared to Kyle's 1,093.
Wow. Kyle had more minutes?
Kyle had 3 games less played, but had more minutes.
Wow.
Still lost.
That's a positive stat, though.
Yes, it is. This was actually a really close matchup, not percentage wise, but blocks are close, double doubles are very close, points are close, which I consider close. If he gets 3 more players played the match, and does he beat him in points? Probably. Can he swing some of the other ones? Maybe. Just depends on who he picks up. This probably should have been a tie, but Cody snuck one out. But still,
Good job.
yeah, good job. A win's a win. In another good matchup here, Heath playing Josh. Cinderella team. It's a little too early to be called Cinderella team. What did you preach last week? Name changes, right?
Yeah, name changes,
right.
please.
Cinderella.
Name changes like weekly.
I ain't changing my name until I get
I've
rid of
tried
it.
2 times this week. For some reason, I can't get a picture change on my phone, so my team names ain't working.
But we both got this one wrong too. I think we both picked Josh.
I think I picked Josh as well.
I know I did. I picked Josh to win 7-5-0. But I said Heath would get the triple double, and he did.
Yeah.
But they ended up tying in double doubles. Really low total actually, in double doubles for. Very good matchup. Looking at it, this one could have.
It's pretty flip flop though. Like they look like aside from steals, it looks like what they won in, they were pretty dominant in.
Well, yeah. I thought that was a 37 on offensive rebounds. You're pretty right. They owned what they won. Free throw percentage could have been switched, I guess,
Yeah.
pretty
Free throws.
quickly.
They can be switched any week.
But I mean, this was a good matchup. Very good matchup. He snuck it out 6-5-1. We'll see how he was in power because this was a good matchup. Actually, interested to see how both teams were in power.
Yeah.
We've already seen the VPI, which I appreciate, Victor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep up the good work. In a dandy of a matchup, Callie took down Dominic 10-1-1. This one was close all week long, as you can tell by my voice. This was a blowout from day one, I'm sure. Looking at it, Callie could have swung offensive rebounds and made it 11-01. But
that was close.
yeah, but then again,
boy.
Dominic could have took blocks in his
Yeah.
defense. Steals were there,
Yeah,
but-
steals were 6. That's easily done.
but everything else. I know he's going to say, if I had Kawhi Leonard. Well, if you'd had Kawhi Leonard, you would have won blocks and probably steals.
Kawhi helps out in steals, blocks, points,
But
threes.
but anything else, I'm sorry, he's not going to.
Oh,
Just
no,
not here.
Multiple injuries can definitely change a whole team, but one usually doesn't change a ton. It definitely changes,
No, for sure.
especially with the caliber.
But I mean, like I said, I thought he won that trade. So
I did too.
we'll see. Moving on to what I would call a better matchup than
Woo!
the last matchup. Austin, the hottest team in the world, comes in here and puts up numbers like these. I forgot to talk about these stats that I wrote down, so I'll talk about all this matchup
Yeah.
stats.
I said that 8-3-1 was an ass whooping. I don't know what 10-1-1s
Yeah,
are.
you don't know.
I don't know what those are.
This one was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Brett, you're fortunate they got a triple double.
Oh yeah,
In all honesty, and to have won a category
yeah.
because this could have been a skunk.
I won free throw percentage. Thank God.
High five, dog.
That's what I'm talking about.
Way to get a category.
Yeah.
But okay, here's the stat that I missed in the last matchup, or whatever matchups I missed. Brett had 41 games played to Austin's 53 games played, which was tied with Sean for the most this week. Brett had 1,169 minutes. You ready for it?
I see it.
Whew, 1,595
That
minutes.
beats Sean, and I think he's
Yes.
partially adapting Sean's method. They are bros, so I'm sure that some knowledge is being taught to the other.
Which isn't bad.
No.
It makes the league much better.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is Austin hasn't picked up as much as Sean, but he's definitely way more active than he was last year. And
The $25 you put on, or whatever you put on Kelly Oubre, I put like 17. I wasn't quite in the flow of how much money's being dropped on players this year, which is way more dollars on average players than any other year, and I've been playing this for like 6 or 7 years now.
and I think it deals with the waiver wire not being this deep. It's like when they see a good player,
Yeah, absolutely.
you got to get him.
Yeah.
And you know, I've lost out on several players this year. I'm just not.
That
I'm
Kelly
not,
Oubre pickup was great. It even played into a trade where you got Paul George. So
God, who dropped him? God,
idiot.
I'm stupid. God. Oh well. It happens. But the key stat in the last matchup, he out-minute Brett by over 400 minutes. Was this matchup close?
No.
No. The main stat did 102 offensive rebounds. Look at everyone else. Who's the next highest? I see a 53, a 54, a 50, a 61 is the next highest in offensive rebounds.
That's ridiculous.
102.
Well, let's go on and start out. And this is something that's not being talked about, and I don't know why. The Milwaukee Bucks are what, 3-3. The New Orleans Pelicans are also 3-3. But Boogie Cousins is not being talked about for MVP. And if we're talking about Giannis' stats,
Yeah.
we should be talking about Demi Cousins' stats because they are better than Giannis right now. And it's just, he's got him, he's got Dwight Howard. His team is playing out of their mind.
Oh, you're exactly.
He's having the best start to the season I might have ever seen.
It's really good. But we're going to move into this week's picks. I don't know if you'll agree with me or not. I like mine and Sean's matchup to be matchup of the week. We had very good weeks last week. Obviously, Power's coming up. You could argue Callie and Brandon if you wanted to.
Yeah, but you and Sean were up higher on the board.
We were, and I'm
Both
not
weeks.
I'm
Both
not
weeks.
used to giving myself matchup of the week for especially 2 straight weeks. It's really rare, but this is just.
When you're LM, you can do what you want.
You're right. When you're LM, you can do what you want. But you see our picks on the screen. I think mine and Sean's matchup's worth talking about. We both have it going 7-5-0, which is rare. I think LeBron gets the triple-double. I don't know who you got getting the triple-double. But I think LeBron gets one for him.
Copy and paste.
Copy and paste pretty much is what it looks like. There's a few that are different. But in all honesty, Sean's going to out-pick up me, and I think that's the difference. But, I mean, this team might be able to beat me straight up, honestly. I don't think my team's the best, but definitely we both picked Sean 7-5-0. In a weird ESPN glitch, Austin and Brett plays again.
Yeah, you get the dude who has the hottest team in league history.
In all honesty, I don't think it's worth talking about. It was bad last week.
No.
We both got it bad this week as well, which I'll talk about one thing.
I have 3 fat O's.
If you lose 9-1, you're off to the worst start I've probably ever seen.
I'll be back.
Hey, you heard it.
Anybody
here.
who counts me out.
I'm not counting you out.
Gonna
You're just
bet
having a
some money.
bad start.
That's all right. All them O's and DTDs, they're gonna come back.
All
And
right.
it's gonna be fire.
Then another bad matchup in my eyes. Victor playing Rusty. I have it pretty bad. You have it bad, but it's close bad. I'm not going to talk about it. To me, it's Victor all the way. Josh playing Cody. This is low-key a rivalry if you've been in this league. I'm not going to talk about it. It's just a rivalry game, and they know it. Maybe Cody plays this one a little more serious. Probably not. We both got Josh winning 7-1. Anything you...
Oh, I mean, Josh's team is just playing better, flat out. Josh is gonna win 7-4-1.
Well, we were pretty wrong last week, so...
Yeah, yeah.
Callie playing Brandon, definitely going to talk about this one. I think this is a very good matchup. Brandon dropping from 1 in power 2, I'm not going to tell you yet. So I think it's a good matchup. We both have it going to Callie. You have it one category more going to Callie. I think Brandon can win this matchup, but I just don't see it happening this week. I like Callie's team. But will I be surprised if Brandon wins? No.
No,
I won't be.
not at all. But running the numbers through from if they played each other last week, Callie won pretty dominantly.
I thought it was close. I thought you said it was a good matchup. I thought it was like 6-4-2 or something.
No, I thought it was like I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I think dominantly from my short-term memory, which is not that good. But yeah, Callie went 7-4-1.
Okay.
Put it in the books.
All right. Well, you got it going 8-3-1. So
Oh, all
read
right.
your own picks.
Read mine.
Stop reading mine.
Get on, all right.
We got Dominic playing Heath. Snooze fest. Then we got Santana playing Kyle. Let's just get
On to the next category.
let's just get these off of here. How do I get these out? These are boring games this
On
week,
to the
outside
next
of like 3. All right, let's just go ahead on to power. Just get it over with. Let's get this whited up. power rankings for this week as followed, as you tell. They're a little different from the VPI. A few names are.
The top are still the same, just shuffled a tiny bit.
Yeah, Austin was 1 in the VPI. I was 2 in the VPI.
Yeah, there's definitely 2 different tiers we got going on.
Yeah, sure.
And well, let me say 3 if Austin's team does the same thing as it
Austin
did last week.
It's in his own tier.
Austin is top tier.
He's God tier, and then
Yeah.
you got good tier.
Austin is double S ranked right now.
Oh, double S for sure.
Yeah, double S. Everybody else is ranking an A plus.
And then you got the.
Then we got some. We got some B's.
No, we got some D tier.
Nah, we ain't D. Oh, there's.
Bro, we got D tier in this league. There is definitely some D tier.
When it was D tier.
But you just got to make some pickups, make some things happen, and you're out of the D tier very quickly. I think Russell Westbrook has to get traded, but until that happens, where are these notes coming from?
And one thing I am surprised, like I will be very surprised if Austin keeps this up for the whole year, because just running through teams, it is a lot more even this year than it has been. Like usually every year there are 2 to 3 teams that really just blew out the draft, and that was different this year. So.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think we'll see numbers that he put up this past week, but
Whoa, they were massive.
they were pretty good. We're already like 40 minutes into this video, so we need to move it on.
All right, let's go.
We'll go to our picks in real games this week. The trivia for fantasy dollars
Yep.
and real money. I can't believe 3 people didn't play. I guess
Idiots.
your team just sucks. Too bad to participate in something
There's
that deals
no
nothing
excuse.
with your team.
Free fantasy dollars and free monies at
Free
the end.
money, $50
Oh
to
my
be
God.
last
I mean, you'll have
place?
to beat me, but hey, there's a chance.
What I'm saying is you could be last place and get $50.
Yeah.
Just win this.
Yeah.
Bucks and Hornets we disagree on. Pacers and Cavs we agree on. I'm not going to talk about these games. I don't want to look like an idiot for talking about them. I said the Cavs were a lock last week. I said Phoenix Suns was a definite L. I was wrong. So I'm not looking like a retard. You can talk about any of these you want. But I'm saying nothing because my picks are here. Your picks are here.
Hornets are gonna beat Bucks.
All right. Well, the T-Wolves are going to beat the Pelicans.
Put it in the books.
We don't disagree on much at all.
No, that's about it.
I will say I wanted to pick the Pacers, but I decided to go elsewhere.
I mean, I'd like to pick the Pacers, but it's for money.
You're right. It is.
So let's move on to the next topic. Put in them picks.
I feel like I'm out of things to do, so I'll go show you the standings for our league. And we'll call it a wrap of this video. How about that?
Yeah.
Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic to me. Sure hope I don't miss anything. We got a 3-way tie for first. We have 3 people with the same percentage record, 750. I don't know why that's happening. And they're first in each division, which is quite funny. Austin, 17-15-2 record. Myself, a 17-15-2 record. Sean with a 16-4-4 record, but somehow that equals a 750 win percentage. Whatever it gets you to... Now, I don't know how this top 3 is picked. We all have the same win percentage, but they say Austin is number 1, Sean's number 2, and I'm number 3, which is funny because that's how the power was this past week. I don't know if they know what the power was, but I think that was cool.
Well, it's definitely accurate.
Yeah, it is for now.
Because Austin would have beat everybody, Sean would have beat Corey, so.
You're right. Looking at these divisions, they're still pretty close, actually. Outside of the Jordan division, you got Austin already up 6 games. And honestly, with Rusty in second, that's not going to last much longer.
Hey.
Well, Victor's the second best team right now in that division. Your team still got some...
I'm 12 games behind. I mean, I'm going to be about 20 games behind after the 3rd week, but...
Yeah, because you got to play Austin.
Yeah, but that'll be all right. But Victor will work his way back up. Victor will be in second very soon. I do think Santana's team will be a solid 3rd until my team gets uninjured and Rusty's team just works its way out. I don't think it's bad. I think Rusty's team is
this will
all right.
be a good division, but if Austin continues to dominate,
Yeah.
it's going to run away.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Kobe division, got a close one here. Me and Callie just a game and a half back. Then you got Josh, Kyle, and Dominic, all with losing records. I expect Kyle and Dominic to stay at the bottom of this division for now. I like that Dominic's already made a trade.
Absolutely.
He's made some moves, I believe. I'll check this out. Where are you at? Breaker of Chains. He made 7 moves so far, so I mean he's picking up middle of the pack. He's trying. I cannot jump onto someone for trying.
Oh no, absolutely.
I can
That's
jump-
what we want in this league.
I can jump on Kyle because he's not. He doesn't seem like
Please.
he's trying. But
Please.
I could be wrong. Maybe he's just playing it out for the right moment. Maybe he's got a juicy trade lined up in store for us. But I think the Kobe division will be up for grabs between me and Callie for now for a while. I can see
Don't
Josh.
sleep on Josh.
I was gonna say I can see Josh creeping back
Yeah.
in.
Don't sleep on
I
Josh.
could see Josh coming right back into this. But I think until I have players that go back to the bench, me and Callie will be one team
Yeah,
for a little bit.
I agree.
And then the short division, Shaq. The short division called Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to. What does this need to be called? The Isaiah Thomas division?
I don't know.
Because he's a midget. But Sean, Heath,
Joker.
Joker with the brow, boy. Hey, we jumped on changing team names. He changed it. He got Jokic and the brow in the same team name. I love it.
Thank you. That is a good team name.
I think, and I'll tell you, the best team name I've seen ever in this league, Team Corn. How can you disagree with Team Corn?
I'm gonna disagree.
Team Corn.
Go to his team. Click on a picture.
He better have a picture of a piece of corn, because if he doesn't, what's he got? Oh, the
Brandon,
standard. Yeah.
change that damn
God, dang. Get a freaking picture of corn.
Yeah, dude, they got a whole list of Jalen and Jacoby.
No, he should get a picture of one of his players eating corn on the
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be great.
Yeah.
But in this division, I think it's going to be close with Sean, Heath, and Brandon all year long. Cody's going to message me here in probably about an hour and a half, telling me that stop hating on his team and that he's going to win the Shaq division.
It don't look like it.
I'm looking forward to the. Hey man, he's got a better record than Corn.
Hey, look at his record compared to me. I'm just saying, it don't look like I'm winning mine either. But
No, it doesn't. But oh well. I think this division stays close for a while. But Sean
that
has
is easily the most.
Sean has had the better team the first 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I still like Heath's team. I think it's got a lot of upside.
I do. Right off the bat, I said he has one of the better teams.
And it's not looked at so far with power, and I think it changes. But vote on the poll, be active, trade me, trade others.
Yeah, and everybody that's in the iPhone group chat, remember that not everybody's in that. So if you want to talk about something, if you want to complain about something, let's complain about it on the message board.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
Well, I like that the message boards has been a
Don't be
bigger-
partial.
bigger
Yeah.
topic. But get your picks in. Those are Wednesday's games. I did not mention that. So get them in. Total of $24 off the games for this week, and then $29 if you get them all right, $29 if you get them all wrong, and then $50. I'm just saying. I didn't have to put that $50 in there, but I'm a nice guy. But we're signing off. Bye. You want to say bye?
See ya.